Hello and good morning and welcome to Simply Gregster EV. Behind us is a 2025 Lexus NX450h Plus plug-in hybrid, and it does have the F-Sport pack on it. Boy, that was a mouthful. We all know Lexus and Toyota in general have been very deep into hybrids and plug-in hybrid vehicles, and a lot of you on the channel have been asking that I review more of them. So I got one again. Let's get into it and see what it's like. Come along. It's finished in this beautiful copper crest color, as they call it. This is one of their premium paint offerings. Now, total output on this vehicle is 304 horsepower. There's a 18.1 kilowatt hour battery, so you're probably going to get about 40 to 60 kilometers of range in pure EV mode only. This does have an F-Sport package on it. We'll talk about that after, how much that option package was, because it was pretty absurd. I really like this color. I really like Lexus as a company. The plug-in hybrids have grown on me in time. I know a lot of people are saying, well, you know, it's not that great, but there is a market for it. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing it. And again, it follows the recent Lexus design language. I actually find the back quite flared over here. It's really muscular looking in the back. Again, NX450h Plus all-wheel drive. Some of the naming schemes at Toyotas and manufacturers in general these days are really all over the place. But I find it looks great. Everything is very solid on it. Build quality is absolutely excellent on it. Really nice. It's riding on the 20-inch wheels, painted in beautiful color. The paint quality is excellent. And as, again, there is a market for a vehicle like this. People want to turn more towards plug-in hybrids these days. Some people find they're a bit easier to live with. You don't have the range anxiety, even though range anxiety is mostly a myth if you live in an area that has good charging infrastructure. But again, pricing on the NX starts at $59,990 Canadian. I received the press sheet for this vehicle and I was going over it, and there was a line, or should I say a paragraph, that read F-Sport Package 3 Premium Paint for nearly $18,000. So the F-Sport package and the paint on this vehicle is nearly a third of the total cost of the car. The MSRP out the door price on this is nearly $80,000. That is absolutely absurd. That is properly absurd. I could not believe how expensive it was. I had to read it twice. I really had to read it twice to see if I was actually seeing it. And I think I'll leave it here of how much this vehicle actually costs. So out the door price on this is $80,000. I know it's a Lexus, but the base MSRP is $59,000. So getting from $59,000 then up to $80,000 is kind of absurd. That's getting into proper other vehicle price territories. So let's have a look inside here. Everything is very beautiful on it. This is where Lexus and Toyota in general really shine. The interior is all beautiful leather work. You have the F-Sport seats. These seats are quite comfortable. I do enjoy them. Steering wheel, again, very nice size. Perhaps not the best button layout, I find, but dash, nice soft touch plastics everywhere. Door card always feels nice. You know how I am with door cards. Your door release is just this button. It will go in here. It's just a button here. But again, very high quality. Maybe a bit conservative, the interior, but that's actually nice to see these days. And here you have your drive options, auto EV, holding and charge, everything here. This is pretty standard Toyota these days, or Lexus. Your drive select mode is here. And we'll touch on the infotainment. We'll just walk around over here. Decent amount of room back here. I have the seat set up to my driving. I'm about 5'10", 5'11", and there's plenty of room back here. You have your charging there, heated rear seats, beautiful panoramic roof. Everything is very high quality in here. Typical Lexus quality. This is why it probably costs so much money too, because it's actually built properly. We'll come back around. We'll just touch on the paint. This copper crest color is beautiful. The paint quality on it is nice. Very, very nice paint quality. Let's have a look in back. I still can't get over these badges, what they're naming cars these days. Plenty of room back here. The seats do fold down. Let's check if there's any storage under here. Let's have a look under here. You get a bit of storage. There's the 110 volt level 1 charger. Power tailgate, yes, of course. But all very nice. I just love how muscular it looks back here. I really like the corner of the car here. The front, not so much, but this area here, looking at it from this angle, it looks really, really good. And again, it's riding on the 20-inch wheels. So let's go inside and we'll have a look at the infotainment. So now we're on the inside. Very easy to read instrument cluster here. The steering wheel is not blocking it, as we've seen on the BZ4X and the Prius. But the infotainment is your pretty much corporate Toyota at this point. It's been asking me for a PIN forever. I don't want to enter anything because I don't know what's going to happen, so we'll just X out. But again, it's all very corporate Toyota. There's really no difference with the Lexus skin other than it saying Lexus on the startup. You do have a on-off power button here. I don't know why they keep doing that. I wish it was just like where it would recognize your fob and just turn the vehicle on. It's much easier like that. And we'll just go in here quickly. There's nothing really much. Driving assist, energy flow, all of that stuff. Decently quick. You might have to press it hard for it to work, but decently quick. It's not too bad. And again, you have your wireless charging here. We already went over the drive select modes. Quite a bit of storage in there as well. That's a lot of storage actually. And again, USB-C, USB-A here. So it's really nothing really much to go over in here. Total fuel economy, been averaging about 3.5 liters per 100 kilometers, which is actually really good. So let's go for a drive. We're driving in battery electric mode now. I said roughly 40 to 60 kilometers. Lexus claims around 40. I did some research. People are getting closer to 60, so we'll just say 40 to 60. It's switched into the gas power mode now as I pressed the button earlier. Still very nice product to drive, very quiet in here. I find the hybrid engagement as I've been driving it is a lot smoother than the Camry that we reviewed. But again, this is a Lexus, so maybe they smoothed it out. Maybe there's a bit more soundproofing in here, but everything is very well built. Engine, 2.5 liter, 4-cylinder, CVT transmission, and then you have the hybrid drive system. So your total output is 305 horsepower, plenty quick. We always say that some of the horsepower numbers and acceleration figures have become absolutely absurd. And I find the ride, it's stiff, but it's very compliant. I just wish the steering felt a bit better. Even as we go to Sport Plus mode here, it doesn't really feel great. It feels very vague. I don't know which way the wheels are pointing, but it does ride nice, the car. The car does ride nice. I just wish they worked on the steering because I don't know which way the wheels are pointing. And if you're gonna put the F-Sport name on the car, work on your steering. And I think this is where BMW does such a good job with their SUVs, is that the steering still feels like a BMW. Some things I don't like. Well, I'm not a fan of the styling. I'm not a fan of Lexus recent styling with those gigantic 1890s train cow catcher grills. I'm not a fan of that. I find the driving positions really awkward and weird. I know I'm a big guy, as you see on film. I'm a pretty big guy, but I just can't get comfortable in this car. And we review enough cars on this channel where I don't mention that all that often. It's just the driving position feels completely off and the seat doesn't go low enough. So you're kind of like hunched over, kind of driving like this. I just can't get comfortable in this vehicle. The seats are nice, I will admit that. As I said before, the seats are nice. It's just the driving position in here is very awkward. The steering is very vague. And the infotainment system, I wish they kind of did their own thing. Like, yeah, use the base software, but it's too similar to every other Toyota product out there. Like, it's the exact same as in the Prius, that Camry we had, the BZ4X, the Lexus, the RX we had as well. Was it an RX or an RH we had? It's just too similar across the entire board. Lexus reskin it with something a bit fancier, pump some music into the cabin like BMW does. It will enhance the driving experience. Well, I hope you enjoyed that short road test that we did. I feel that this is an excellent product. It's a predictable product, but it's also still a very conservative product. I'm always on the fence suggesting plug-in hybrids to people, but they are gaining in popularity. Again, very small battery, 18 kilowatts, but it will handle your daily driving needs if you're doing these short runs. And you don't have to invest in crazy charging infrastructure at home because the battery's so small. You'll be able to charge this off the level 1 120 volt charger included without a problem. I just like good engineering, I like efficiency, and I think Toyota definitely has that going on right now. They're focusing more on the efficiency side of things versus slamming a vehicle with a 200 kilowatt battery and saying it gets 500 kilometers of range. I know this might sound strange coming from me being a big EV enthusiast, but I think we tried to go too fast into battery electric and we kind of missed that step along the way, and the plug-in hybrid was that step along the way. Toyota's been doing it for a long time. I might not agree with their strategy, but hey, they're a lot smarter than I am when it comes to their business model, and that's why they're very successful. They offer people what they want. Now, would I buy one of these? No, because I'm still an EV enthusiast at heart, but I know several people that would go and buy this. Would I put the F-Sport package on for $18,000? Absolutely not. I think I'd get a base model, $60,000, couple options here and there, and call it a day. That's if I had to buy one. I think 18 grand for the F-Sport is a bit absurd, frankly, because it's just mostly appearance packages from what I gather. This color is beautiful, but I don't think I could live with it every day. You would get really tired of seeing it. But apart from that, you're still driving a Lexus. This is still a beautifully, beautifully made vehicle. It will last till the end of time and beyond. Very easy to service, very easy to live with. And I think that's what they built their reputation on, is the serviceability, the reliability, and a consistent conservative product. Yes, it's not an M car. Yes, it's not an Audi S-Line or an S car, but it still does an amazing job. And I really enjoy driving it. And if you really enjoyed this video, please think about liking and subscribing. And that's going to be it with the Lexus NX. And we'll see you in the next film. Bye for now.